And who do you think played more brilliantly here? Toni Kroos and his exquisite pass, or Vinicius, who evaded the defender, went one-on-one with Neuer and converted that moment? The first leg of the Champions League semi-final between Bayern and Madrid. We will discuss this match, as well as look at the players' reactions and also talk about what happened after the match. So we have 2-2, a draw, and here is Madrid's lineup as discussed in the previous video. No surprises from Ancelotti. On the left in defense, Mendy, Nacho, and Rudiger in the center. Lucas Vazquez is on the right because Carvajal is disqualified. And then basically everything is clear. And here's that first goal at the 24th minute, where Toni Kroos is now receiving congratulations. And observe what Vinicius did after scoring. He did not celebrate by himself. He promptly approached Madrid's assist king, Toni Kroos, to traditionally congratulate him for that magnificent pass. However, observe Toni Kroos' reaction to his exceptional pass following the game. I observed that their central defenders consistently monitor Vinicius, and I know that Vinicius always finds free space in Vinicius. That's why the credit belongs to Vinicius. He opened up space. But this is a game moment that Toni Kroos discussed. It could be because from my point of view, Toni Kroos has a good pass, and he can always deliver such passes. But Vinicius also did a tremendous job. He confused Bayern's defender Kimmich and thus freed up this space for himself. However, here is a quote from Toni Kroos. "The quality of my pass was decent, but it was not that good." Let us wear a smile and indulge in laughter in this very moment, because Toni Kroos is an incredibly humble and down-to-earth guy. Now, here comes an important moment. What happened at the beginning of the second half? We saw Thomas Tuchel switching the players' positions in Bayern. Sane moved to the right flank. Musiala moved to the left flank. And that's where the problem started. First, Sane outpaced Ferland Mendy, entered the penalty area, and shot into the near corner of Andriy Lunen's goal. First, Carlo Ancelotti's reaction to this moment. I don't like to criticize my players. Of course, it was a mistake because Sané was able to enter the penalty area. We could have played better in this episode. Carlo Ancelotti very tactfully characterizes this episode. But from my perspective, the initial error was Mendy, who permitted Sané to rapidly enter the penalty area. The second moment isn't Lunen's mistake, but he should have intervened in this episode. The ball flew fast, heading towards the near corner. Andriy Lunin was unable to react in time to save Madrid from this missed goal. However, that is not the end of the story yet. Next came an episode from a different flank, where Lucas Vazquez inexplicably extends his leg, breaks the rules, and a penalty is awarded to Madrid's goal. This comeback by Bayern happened at the beginning of the second half, and it was very, very unexpected. That's when Harry Kane stepped up to take the penalty, and a whole story unfolded here. Rudiger went to Andriy Lunin to explain how Harry Kane can be beaten. In other words, he was giving his instructions. And an even more intriguing moment. At the same time, Jude Bellingham was trying to provoke Harry Kane. This is amazing because Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham are both players of the England national team. They play for the same national team and will participate in Euro 2024 next summer. And here's Bellingham, for the club, for Madrid, trying to take down Harry Kane. Harry Kane's words after the match. Honestly, I don't know what he said. I was caught up in the moment. I'm sure he was trying to say something to scare me off. Harry Kane executes penalties brilliantly, we know that. Here he struck it precisely. The score changed to 2-1 in favor of Bayern. Next, Carlo Ancelotti was supposed to take over. He performs well in the game, managing substitutions. Camavinga was on the bench, but there are a few interesting moments here. First, during the game, head coach Carlo Ancelotti substituted Nacho, a central defender who is not related to the mistakes. Mendy made a mistake on one side, Vazquez made a mistake on the other, and Nacho is being substituted. Look at his reaction. He is unhappy with this substitution in the second half. And this tension that exists in Madrid between Nacho and Carlo Ancelotti, they say they don't have a very good relationship. Moreover, we know that Nacho will leave Madrid next summer. He is considering different options. It could be Leverkusen, it could be MLS, it could be Saudi Arabia, but here he clearly shows that he is not ready for this substitution. Camavinga comes on, game reshaped, Shamin moves to center. Another substitution by Carlo Ancelotti is Jude Bellingham, altering the dynamics of the match. He was also substituted, and Jude Bellingham did not have the best performance in this match. Here we may have questions about why this is happening. Where is that amazing Jude Bellingham of the first half of this season? But Carlo Ancelotti gave a detailed answer after the match on why this happened and why this substitution took place. Jude began experiencing seizures at the 60th minute of the game against Bayern, therefore I had to replace him. And besides, there was information that Jude Bellingham had some kind of virus, so he missed several training sessions and couldn't just play the whole match in Munich. So, the questions have been answered. Now, moving on to the main point, Rodrigo has earned a penalty, and Madrid is Madrid, never giving up, always capable of stepping up at any moment. This happened in Munich. Rodrigo earns a penalty. Vinicius, who has matured a lot this season, who has become calmer, who has essentially become a leader of this Madrid, he stepped up for these first roles, approaches the 11-meter mark, and outplays Neuer. The score becomes a draw at 2-2. Vinicius is the best player of the match. Let's admit it. Please write in the comments and subscribe to the channel to keep following how Madrid will pursue the European Champions Cup with the aim of achieving victory in the Champions League. And in the near future, we will secure victory in La Liga, so kindly remember to celebrate it together. However, the reaction of Sergio Ramos, who is consistently a part of my team, is always Don Antonio Cross. This is a comment that he left on social media. Furthermore, there is a humorous ranking that determines the best player of the Bayern Madrid match, and it is, of course, Bayern's defender Kimmich who takes the top spot in the ranking, much to the amusement of the fans. He missed Vinicius. He obtained a penalty from Madrid by infringing the rules in the penalty area. And we will place him in the top position because it is a highly challenging match for the defender from Bayern. And now seriously, Vinicius is the main star of Madrid, one of the best football players in the world right now. He is the top scorer in Madrid, he is the top scorer in Europe, he has 21 goals and 11 assists. He caught up with Bellingham in goals. He is the top assistant in Madrid, 11 assists. It is absolutely amazing. And take a look at what happened right after the final whistle. Vinicius is swapping jerseys with Brian Zaragoza, the opposing team's player. You may not know who Brian Zaragoza is. He recently played for Granada. Now he hardly gets any playing time at Bayern. And what is the complete point of all this? The whole essence of it is that Vinicius serves as his ultimate idol and role model in life. On one hand, Zaragoza got a crazy chance in Bavaria, in Munich, to meet Vinicius and exchange jerseys with him because he is his idol. On the contrary, Vinicius read the statement made by Zaragoza in October of last year, which represents his gaming strategy, role model, and received his full attention and even his shirt. We can only applaud because Vinicius is an absolute top player both on the football field and off the football field. Now, the return match at the Santiago Bernabeu, we have no doubts Madrid will advance past Bayern. I have no doubts. If you have it, then write in the comments. This will be the final that we will watch. Madrid is going for the titles. Soon in La Liga, then in the Champions League. Everything will be great for us. I have no doubt about it. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's discuss everything in the comments. Thank you. Bye.